So the first thing we're going to do is factor the denominator because it's a difference of squares. And then we're going to split this denominator or this whole fraction into two terms like this. Now we need to know what the a and the b are. The reason we split this is because we can integrate 1 plus x or 1 minus x. It's just ln. It's just a ln function. So we can do that where we don't have to worry about the an x squared right here. Now there's shortcut ways to figure out a and b, and we're going to get a equal to 1/2 and b equal to 1/2. But let me show you the long way on how to do it so that you know every single detail. What we're going to do is find a common denominator again. So this is the common denominator, 1 plus x times 1 minus x. So for the first term, we got to multiply top and bottom by 1 minus x. Second term, we need to multiply the top and bottom by 1 plus x. That gives us the common denominator. We can write it as one big happy fraction. Combine it because they both have the same denominator. And this first term is a times 1 minus x right here. And the second term is b times 1 plus x. Now, with this fraction, we know the numerator has to equal 1 because that's what we're given in the question. The numerator has to equal 1. So if we look at the numerator, we'll set it equal to 1. And a and b have to have a value such that this left-hand side is always equal to 1. So we're going to do kind of two mathematical steps here. We'll distribute the a and the b in here and then collect like terms. So if you distribute into the brackets, collect like terms, we're left with this part right here. Now you see the right-hand side is just a 1. There's no x in the right-hand side. Therefore, this term has to be 0 because there's no x on the right-hand side, and this equation has to be equal. So since this has to be 0, b minus a has to equal 0, and b has to equal a. Well, if b equals a, then we have a plus a, because b is a, equal to 1. And that means a equals 1/2. And if b equals a, then b equals 1/2 as well. So that's how we got the 1/2 right here. Okie dokie. At this point, we can get ready to integrate it. We'll factor out the 1/2. It's kind of optional. And we're going to separate the terms. We're going to integrate each term separately. We can do that based on the linearity of integrals. If we do that, then the integral of 1 over x is ln x. So the integral of 1 minus x, 1 over 1 minus x, is ln of 1 minus x. And this negative sign is here because of the chain rule. If we take the derivative of 1 minus x, we get 1 over 1 minus x times the derivative of this inside function, which is negative 1. So that's where that negative is there. And then same thing on the other side, we got ln of 1 plus x for the derivative, plus our integration constant. And at this point, we're done, but we'll clean it up by invoking a log law where we can merge these two logs together. This is like subtracting the lns. I know there's a plus here, but because this is negative, when we merge these logs together using a log law, this 1 minus x goes in the denominator, which is what we got right here.